Hey guys, welcome back to Outside the Box with Lala. How are you guys doing? Happy New Year. How's your New Year started? Can we start with that? How's your New Year starting off with? How's the New Year's resolution going? Oh, yeah, I know some of us fell off. It's okay. But welcome back to Outside the Box with Lala. Again, I hope everybody's doing well. I'm actually here because we are going to talk about changes. Changes are good. Some of us are scared of changes. Some of us are scared about what's going to happen when things change. Listen, I'm here to tell you, do not be afraid of changes. Changes are actually good, and let's get into it. Welcome back. So we are talking about changes and understand what that means. When things change in your life, you're actually going through a journey. Now, going through the journey of changes is the most difficult part of life because, we're so used to, things a certain way. And there's nothing wrong with getting used to things a certain way, but it's not normal. That's not what God wants for us. He wants us to change, motivate, not be too comfortable with where we are or who we are, So I look at changes as something positive. It could be changes in relationships, it could be changes in jobs, it can be changes in moving to a new country, a new state, a new city. All these things are changes. And when that happened, it changed you. It changed who you are to be better. Technically that's what it is. Changes are supposed to be changing you to be better. And some people are, we're going to go into the stages when things do change in our lives. And changes are good. We don't want to be used to the same things that we're doing because that can make people lazy. It can make people too comfortable. And in life, you should never be that comfortable in life. Okay? That's just my opinion. You should never be that comfortable because when you're comfortable, you don't want to progress. You don't want to try new things. You just like things how it is, and you can be stuck when things are just the same and there's no change in your life. You understand what I'm saying? I believe that every 5 years you are not the same person. When you were 20 is different when you're 25. When you're 25 is different when you are 30. When you're 30, you're a different person than you are, in 35. When you're 35, so on and so forth. And that's part of growth. And when you are changing in your body, mentally, physically, spiritually, as a whole, you want to progress. You want to be better. You want the best. Some people are afraid of changes, and it's nothing wrong with being afraid of changes. That's the scariest part, but also the most excitement part of changing, and not being the same. And believe it or not, why are people stuck in their own ways? Because people who are stuck in their own ways are not ready for changes. So they kind of mentally set themselves in saying that, this is who I am and I'm not going to change. And once you manifest that out of your mouth and you don't want to try new things or, just growth of just growing, you kind of get stuck with the times. And now, it could be a toxic. If toxic was a person, No. You could be a toxic to yourself. And what I mean by you can be a toxic to yourself is you're afraid of something new and you get stuck in being comfortable with what you're used to. And how can you grow if you're just sitting in this toxic part of yourself and saying that I don't want to try something new, I don't want to, I'm not ready to grow? Because that's exactly what you're saying, that you're not ready to grow. And in life, we have to progress, we have to grow, we have to shift, you know. And that's part of changes that people are really, really afraid of, you know. Okay, let me be honest with y'all. Those who are my friends and those who know me, when I was in my 20s, baby, it is different than I'm in my 30s, okay? And I know it's going to be different when I'm in my 40s too, which is like not too far along. But I don't look like it. It's like, no, but I'm not the same person. And changes was scary, you know, changes in lifestyle, relationship, you know, being the person that God called me to be. And I was afraid, and God had to shift my atmosphere to get my attention. And that's another thing about the good God that we serve. It's like He's going to shift people in your lives. He's going to shift your job. He's going to shift you to a place that He wants you to be. And you have to be prepared for these changes, because if you're not prepared for these changes, then how can He move you from one place to another? And those who don't want to change, they get upset and they say it's like everybody's outgrowing them, everybody, you know. But God is giving you a shift in your life. Are you listening? That's part of the journey of change. You know, yes, guys, we went back to talking about God. Listen, every day we talk about God. There's no way around this, okay? Just saying. God do cause you to change. And it might be in the worst situation, and it might feel like your life is crumbling. And when it feels like that, you have to have faith. Yes, guys, faith in God and faith in yourself, knowing that you will be okay. I'm talking to the audience. I don't know who's supposed to hear this message, and I'm hoping it's getting out to the right person, because this message is different for me. Change is good. Change is scary, but change is definitely worth it. As a human being, we should never be the same. When you're in 20s, you should never be the same as you're as 25. When you're 25, you should never be the same as you're in 30, and it goes on and on. Because if you're stuck in those behavior, mentality, and not moving forward, then how do you grow? You can't grow. And those who are around you changing, you're not going to feel comfortable. And you're going to be stuck in your same old ways. And as a human being, that is not good. Okay? For example, when a child is an infant, it's different than when a child is a toddler. And when the child is a toddler, it's different when the child is a teenager. And a teenager is different when you're an adult. Did you guys see the difference in changes? When that child was a month, that child was not the same when that child was a year. And that child's a year, that child is not the same as the child is 5. And the child's 5 is not the same as the child was 10. So as adults, why is it that some of us are having a hard time with changes? I feel like being an adult, and we have to be careful. You can be stuck in your ways. And I know some of y'all heard that, oh, you stuck in your ways. That's a toxic behavior, because you are not willingly you willingly don't want to change, and you feel like there's nothing wrong with it. But how do you grow? Where's your growth in life at? Something is wrong. And that's part of being a human being and being an adult that we have to realize. It's okay for changes. The world shift, the world change. 2020, well, 2000 is not the same as 2015. 2015 is not the same as 2020. Y'all see what happened, right? Okay. And then guess what? We have to shift with the year. We have to shift with the world. And that's part of life that I think that whoever I'm speaking to, you need to realize changes is good. Changes is scary. But please have faith that change, it will be actually very successful in your life. We need to get to a point that we have to mentally make ourselves not be stuck in our ways. And is a real situation that's going on. I know some people who are stuck in their ways and will not grow, and because of that, they can never get ahead. When are we going to learn from our mistakes? When are we going to learn and know that changes are good? Changes actually benefit you in life. We need to realize the importance of growth. We need to realize the importance of not being the same person. And sometimes I hear people always be like, oh, you changed. Yeah, I'm supposed to change. You know, the person you know back in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years from now is not the same person that's in front of you. And it's called growth. And when you change, you don't deal with the same behavior, the same disrespect, the same toxic relationship, because see, you're growing to being better for yourself. You're growing to be better for as a whole. And we need to realize that, and knowing that change is actually good for us. It's not to hurt us or to affect us, but it's to actually get us to a place of growth. I'm not going to be with you guys long, but those who have their New Year's resolution and those who have fall off, get back on there. Because New Year's resolution, again, it's about changes. Changing the way you eat, changing the way you, your lifestyle, jobs, anything to move you forward for success. And gaining a relationship with God too, you know, that's still in there. But God do help us with changes. And when you are scared, you can actually rely on Him and say that you're in full control. God, if you got me here where I'm at, it's because you want something better for me. And sometimes you just have to jump in and dive in the water and see what happens. But if we're stuck in a place of not wanting to grow, if we're stuck in a place of not wanting to change, then how do you even grow? How do you even have growth? How do you even have success? Those who are successful, they can sit there and be like, I did da 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 da. It's because they were afraid of the changes, but they jumped in and they figure it out. So what I want to tell you is figure it out. It's okay for changes. Changes are good for us. It's not to harm us. Nobody says it's going to be easy either. It's very difficult. But once you get there, the success is like no other. So I don't want to be with you guys long. Happy New Year again. Thank you guys again. I said I'm going to try to get these videos out, you know. I'm going to try. But I just want to reach out to those who need to hear it. Change is good. Change is great. Change is healthy for you. And also, before I leave, I just want to say, so I have this Bible study thing that I've been doing on my Zoom. And you guys please inbox me if you guys want to join. And like our mom and dad, grandparents, Bible studies, a little bit different. But it's still getting to the meat of the word. And, you know, just growing and learning as much as God, you know, want us to learn. And anything we learn in the Bible is beneficial to us in our lives. But thank you for watching Outside the Box with Lala. I love you guys. And change is good. Listen. Change is good. Change is good. Okay. See y'all. Bye.